LinkedIn is to blame for this job market in 2024. Let me explain a little bit.
Hey guys, today we're reacting to a video that's called LinkedIn has destroyed the job market in 2024. It's a super interesting topic because I'm in the business of helping people get a job. So let's see what this video is all about.
Okay, so I got laid off from my senior software engineering job this year, and I immediately found out how hard of a job market we have in 2024. But here's the thing, after a couple of weeks, I kind of realized something, and I'm about to make a pretty harsh claim. And my claim is that LinkedIn is to blame for this job market in 2024. Let me explain a little bit.
Okay, I don't know if it's LinkedIn. Maybe it's a bit how jobs are presented and so on. But I mean, we all know that the job market right now is problematic. It's getting worse and worse, it feels like. So, okay, let's see.
And hopefully by the end of the video, I want to talk about how to avoid this problem that LinkedIn has presented. Okay, first of all, I kind of want to do a little bit of a history lesson. I want to go back all the way to the year 2011. That's the year that LinkedIn released something called Easy Apply. It's this little button that most of you are probably already know about. It's where you can just apply for a position by clicking this button, and it will send your information off to the employer, and that's it. That's all you have to do to apply for a job. And of course, this seems like such a good idea because anyone who is an employer trying to employ people, the more candidates, the better, right? And if you're a job seeker, then the better way to apply for more jobs instead of constantly putting in one entry at a time and the same resume over and over again, it gets really tiresome. So as a software engineer,
yes and no. I mean, I personally, I also don't think that the easy apply feature is a good feature, because let's talk about what does this feature actually look at. It's looking at stuff that you have in your CV, right, or in your profile. And in a really good presented CV, you can put a lot more information, not just some bullet points. And I know they are doing this most likely because you can automate this very easily, right? You can get a lot of applicants this way. But is this creating a better quality of applications so that you can actually find out if somebody is relevant? Oh, I also see this very, very problematic. I don't like this as well.
During this time, it was great because when you're currently working at a job and you want to grow into another role, you can basically be applying for jobs on the side. And if something pops up, you can job hop after like 2 or 3 years and get even more money. So during this time, a lot of engineers were jumping around and getting more and more money as the feeding frenzy for software engineers was going crazy. But hold on, let's fast forward to the year 2022. So just like a couple years ago from the time of this video.
It's also the time where everybody was talking about data engineering, so starting to talk about data engineering, and data science was super, super hyped up. So yeah, but also people were hiring like crazy. It was 2022, yeah. It was, the big cough was around. Yeah.
2022 is when kind of the feeding frenzy stopped. Interest rates went up, startups stopped getting funded, True. VCs stopped funding startups. A lot of big tech companies just shed a bunch of extra workers, and generally just like
it's because they were thinking that it's going to continue to go up. Like everybody was thinking like, well, I looked at statistics from online streaming platforms, like during 19, 20, 21, they were going up like crazy. People were thinking that it's going to continue this way, but it didn't. And also the interest rates thing is a big thing, not just for VC funding, but basically for everything. Right? Everything got super expensive. I'm always comparing the loans for real estate, and the real estate loans basically they shot up from almost 0 to now I think we're at 3.5% or something crazy.
Amount of engineering jobs is kind of really dried up. So where does that leave us? That leaves us with the job market of today. And now today, it's like not uncommon to hear about people applying to 100, 200, 500, even like 1,000 jobs.
Yeah, but I mean, that makes zero sense. That makes zero sense. How are you applying to these? Most likely with the easy apply, that is useless. But it's like shooting with a shotgun everywhere. It's like, are you really a good fit then somewhere?
On my channel, I've had people bring up the fact they've applied to over 1,000 jobs, and that is absolutely bananas and making this job
Crazy.
market seem like a dystopian Mad Max universe where anyone is trying to find a single job and hundreds of applications are going out. Well,
Yeah.
this is actually where I put LinkedIn to blame because of the Easy Apply link.
Yeah.
I'm
True.
asserting that LinkedIn is making this job market worse than it really is. Let me expand on that.
Before he expands on that, I think so too. Because like when you look at job applications that have easy apply on LinkedIn and you look at these like data engineer jobs, it's 200, 300, 400 people are applying to a job. It's crazy. It's crazy. Really.
So actually, I'm old enough to remember when email was just becoming more and more popular. And at the beginning, people thought it was such a great thing where you can send a message to some friends and it instantly gets there, as opposed to, writing a letter and let it go. You could
Yeah.
send someone something very quickly and free. But everyone knows how this story goes is that email quickly turned into a way to spam people, send out hundreds of thousands of emails to people that didn't even ask for it.
Like I'm sending out also almost every day an email to the mailing list. Like I guess I'm one of the I'm part of the problem and not of the solution.
And introduce this entire industry that could cut down on the amount of spam that is happening in emails. So, I mean, that's the best way that I can describe the state we are in with things like Easy Apply with one click of applications. Easy Apply has allowed job seekers to easily apply for 1,000 jobs in a week. That alone is crazy. And the thing is, you're able to
Crazy.
click on this horrible blue button even if you don't qualify for the job. Also, Easy Apply has ruined the experience for employers.
But that's an interesting fact. I actually have because I haven't clicked the button. That's interesting. So even though you are seeing a lot of applications on LinkedIn, because if you have LinkedIn Premium, you can see how many people applied. Most of them most likely are not even relevant for this role. And that is so you first get the feeling like, oh, I'm never going to make it because so many people have applied. But yeah, maybe they don't qualify for this role. It's the same thing like with my recruiting, with the talent pool. I have a form where people can join the talent pool, and I say right now it's only for Germany, so only fill this out if you are a EU citizen or if you have a work permit for the EU. You would not believe how many people actually fill this out that are from anywhere in the world. Like it's why?
Employers want to try to find someone to fill their position, and immediately within like 2 days, they get over 1,000 applicants. They have to somehow sift through 1,000 applicants.
That's
And
not gonna make
I
it.
mean, I'm not just making that figure up. A friend of mine who's an engineering manager put a job posting out, and within 2 days, got over 1,000 applicants. And when they sift through it using HR software and any sort of filtering software to bring it down to a manageable number, they found out that about 80% of the applicants had no business applying to it at all. They had
Yeah.
no related experience, and they were just thrown out a Hail Mary, right? That's way too much for anyone to actually deal with.
Yeah. So these systems basically filter out anyone. Like they filter out 80%, then 20% are staying, and these 20% most likely also 80% are not relevant once you look deeper. So it's creating work, and I'm just thinking like if you have someone like me who is in touch with actual engineers and has a good connection and can actually help you hire a good engineer. What is better? Have a quick apply button where 1,000 people are applying, which 80 or 90% are not relevant, or if you have somebody that helps you? Yeah, it's interesting. What is better?
So, yeah, okay, take a look at this, for example. After I got laid off, I looked at all these engineering jobs in the Easy Apply section in LinkedIn, and every single one has like over 100 plus applicants.
Yeah.
Now, if it was only 100 applicants, which it's not, we know that it's much more than that.
Okay, he doesn't have premium, so he's not seeing the exact number. Over 100, so most likely there are 300, 400.
They're just saying 100 plus. That would mean you would have less than a 1% chance of landing the job if every person had the same chance of getting that job.
True.
So if we expand on that further and say you applied to 10 jobs, each job having only 1% chance of getting the job, you also have the problem with ghost jobs, is where some of these postings, these job postings, aren't even real jobs that are going to be filled sometime soon. Maybe they'll hire in 6 months. So let's
Or sometimes it's also they already have a candidate, but they can't tick the candidate because of compliance. They have to put out a job ad so that people can apply, and that they can then say, "Oh, we actually compared it. We looked at other candidates, but this one is the best." I mean, that is something that happens all the time. It's not just we're hiring 6 months. Is we're hiring now, but we already have someone, but we can't hire them because we have to actually go through the process and getting out an ad. Some stupid sometimes.
say 2 out of those 10 jobs aren't even real jobs, it's a ghost job, then the likelihood of you actually landing an interview plummets even further. I could talk about ghost jobs for
By the way, this is only for like, this was 100 applicants. If you have 400, 500.
a while. So I'm actually going to put that in a different video. So if you're interested, just subscribe and I'll talk about it in a later video. But the moral of the story, the moral of this video is I'm trying to say is that LinkedIn with this feature started off as a good thing and now has actually contributed to some of the most painful job markets that I've seen in my entire career. And they should reconsider just pulling the feature altogether, because whether you are spamming accounts, whether you're spamming applications in the tune of hundreds and thousands of applications, that's wasting so many different people's time, from the employers and also your time, of trying to sift through like who you actually talk to and which one of these jobs that you actually might have a chance getting the job. So does this mean that I'm suggesting that the application process should be more manual? I think yes. I think there should be some level of work.
That's true. It's true. If it's so easy, people apply to too many jobs where they have no idea, or where they can't actually get the job because they don't have the qualifications. Companies are just looking through the jobs and like throwing them out, or through the people throwing them out, and this is not the right one. And also it leads to frustration, right? I had one of my coaching students said, like, I apply to so many jobs and I always get rejected. This is frustrating. I asked how basically with the jobs. I asked her how many applicants are there. A lot, 50, 100, sometimes 400. She said, yes, it's completely normal. Look at the percentage of chance. It's terrible.
For someone applying for a job that they are actually qualified for. That makes a small little barrier for people to actually put in an effort towards a job, and screens out all the ones that are automatically trying to apply with AI, with easy apply, with all this other stuff. It screens out the noise so that you have a better chance and more focused effort on the people that are putting forth the effort in the application process. So
also, I mean, you can't just circumvent LinkedIn completely, right? You have the job description or the job ad. Go to the company's homepage. They most likely have a job section, and apply there. Right? Just forget about LinkedIn. Go on the site, apply there. Most of the time, especially if it's a larger company, it will go into their applicant tracking system, and it will be directly in there, and people will get notified. So basically circumvent the whole LinkedIn dilemma here.
I just started editing and I just realized I didn't really come back and say, how can we avoid this? Like, if you're job seeking in 2024, how can you avoid this mess that LinkedIn has really done? And my advice for that is you want to apply for jobs more directly, like on their marketing sites, their career sites, or even like the non-easy. Basically, just don't do easy apply. Do any other sort of way of applying and put forth a lot of effort. Like, have a resume that's catered to that job position. cover letters, they might work. I don't know who uses
Mm.
them or who reviews them, but
Also with the catered CVs, that is not necessarily important. It needs to be a good one. It needs to be a clear one without bells and whistles, so that people understand very clearly what have you done, which jobs have you done, what were your responsibilities, what tasks did you do, with what skills have you, basically what skills have you used, with what tools have you worked, and then boom, 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 and that's it. So it doesn't necessarily be 100% catered to a job that you're applying to.
it doesn't hurt. Make sure that you try to find referrals for any of these jobs, whether it's a friend of a friend of a friend.
That's
Either
always
way,
the
just
best
try
thing.
and see if you can get a referral. But basically, just treating Easy Apply like what it is. It's a lottery ticket, and
Yeah.
you shouldn't count that as like your proper job search. More effort towards the more catered ways of applying for a job is going to reap you more rewards. So I hope that helps, and I'll continue on with the rest of the video. So if you
Yes.
made it this far,
That was very nice. That was good tip.
consider subscribing to my channel. I'm going to be talking more about
the end.
helping engineers find jobs and the job hunting process. I also talk more about layoffs in this video and in a few other ones. So if you're interested, check those out. But either way, I'll see you in the next video. Wish me luck.
Yeah, really nice video. Cody, well done. Hit a like button. The original video is in the description below. And yeah, check this out. Hit a like. I also think LinkedIn, the LinkedIn Easy Apply, that's not the way to go. That's not the way to do it. Because it relies on the information that you have on your LinkedIn, and if that information is bad, and you can do like creating a real CV and thinking about what to put in there, how to display yourself there, is a lot more important. So don't use Easy Apply. Apply with the CV. Go to the company's website. Apply there. If you have friends that are working within the company, try to get in touch with them. Yeah, that's it. Real nice video. The original video is below in the description. And don't forget to leave a like and let me know your thoughts and your experience below in the comments. See you in the next video.